Hello everyone, this is Dr. Vrishali. I'm a consultant neonatologist and pediatrician at Aditya Birla Memorial Hospital, Pune. As we all know, all over the world, the first week of August is celebrated as World Breastfeeding Week. And today I'm going to talk about certain myths which I encounter in my practice being a neonatologist and a lactation consultant. The first and foremost myth is the mother has to have only plain and bland diet. So is it true? Absolutely not. The only thing she needs to follow is a balanced diet. So she doesn't have to change her diet just because she delivered a baby. But definitely she needs to eat healthy in order to produce healthy milk. What does a healthy milk mean? A milk which is enriched in good amount of minerals and vitamins. So if she eats a balanced and a healthy diet, definitely the milk quality will also be healthy and balanced. The second myth is, if the breast size is small, the milk produced will be less in amount. So is it true? No, absolutely not, because the breast is made up of basically two components. One is fatty tissue and the other is functional tissue. The functional tissue comprises of glands and ducts. It is the fatty tissue which is responsible for the size of the breast, and the functional tissue is responsible for the milk production. Almost all the mothers do have same amount of functional tissue. So it doesn't matter whether the size of the breast is small, whether the baby is receiving adequate milk. Most of the mother perceive that the milk produced by them is not adequate for their baby. So what defines adequacy of breastfeeding? There are certain criteria. First of all, the baby needs to gain weight when the baby is on breastfeeding. Second is the baby needs to pass adequate amount of urine per day. And the third is the baby normally sleeps in between two feeds almost for an hour or two. If your baby is doing all of the above, then definitely the milk produced is very much adequate for the baby. The next myth is, does the breastfeeding hurt? No, the breastfeeding journey is a pleasant one. It should not be hurting the mother. If it is hurting, then definitely there is something wrong while you're feeding the baby. So the major cause of painful breastfeeding is cracked nipple, which can definitely be sorted by giving good attachment and positioning to the baby. So breastfeeding needs to be a pleasant journey and not a painful one. Next myth is, mothers many times ask, do I need to wash the breast every time prior to breastfeeding? No, a single bath a day is enough to clean the breast. The areola, which is the black portion of the breast, it produces certain substances which give a peculiar smell, and that is why the baby is attracted towards the breast. So the mother need not wash the breast. In fact, if she keeps washing the breast every time prior to breastfeeding, can increase the risk of cracked nipples and can lead to painful breastfeeding. The next myth is, if the mother is having fever, should she stop breastfeeding? No, she doesn't have to stop the breastfeeding. Definitely she needs to take adequate rest and treatment as prescribed by her physician. But in fact, if she continues breastfeeding, whatever illness the mother is suffering from and whatever antibodies are formed against the illness in the mother's body, they are transferred to the baby via breast milk. So she should in fact continue breastfeeding but take adequate rest. If the mother is on certain medicines, should she stop breastfeeding? There are only few medicines wherein the breastfeeding is contraindicated with. So she should not be stopping breastfeeding, but yes, definitely she needs to consult her physician that she is on certain medicines and whether it is safe to feed the baby on those medicines. So these are certain myths which I have discussed with you, and I request that one should not fall for these myths and stop breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is a pleasant journey, and one mother needs to breastfeed her baby exclusively for the first 6 months of life. Thank you so much.